From sermons to stitches, real life, raw thoughts, and creative flow. Welcome back to The Corner with Jay, your cozy space for faith, reflection, and real life vibes. I'm so glad you're here. Whether it's your first time stopping by or you've been part of the fam for a while, you're in for a treat. Ever feel like life's pace is nonstop and slowing down seems impossible? Yeah, I feel that too. But today, we're talking about something most of us resist: the pause. Those moments when life slows you down, sometimes gently, sometimes forcefully. So let's get ready for real talk, raw thoughts, grab those journals, and let's vibe. You ever get those headaches out of nowhere? Or your joints start aching like you've been in a wrestling match, even though you've barely moved all day? Or how about that constant irritability? The kind that makes you snap at your kids or want to toss your whole phone across the room just because a notification popped up. Yeah, that's not just being tired. That's your body saying, sis, please stop. Please sit down. But what do? We keep going. We push through because we've got things to do, people to show up for, deadlines, orders, appointments, and let's not forget the emotional labor we carry on our shoulders every single day. Sometimes God will hit pause on us before we completely fall apart. And other times, He'll just let those signs pile up until we have to listen. What I've learned is that rest isn't weakness. Slowing down doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're finally listening to the whispers your body and your spirit have been screaming at you for months. And trust me, I've been there. About a month ago, I was preparing for a pop up and doing other things that we mothers do. And my body was giving me signals like, hey, we need to slow down. I just wasn't listening until I crashed out and ended up sick and didn't realize that I had been walking around with an upper respiratory infection for a week and a half. So I say that to say, pay attention to your body. Your body will give you every signal like, stop, I need to sleep, I need rest. But in our heads, it's gotta keep going. The kids, the job, church, relationship, home life, just everything. We just have to take a minute and stop. So, this episode is for every woman who's had to learn the hard way, for the ones who were strong like a badge of honor until strength started looking like silence, numbness, or burnout. Now, let me intercede here, my gentlemen who listen. I have a special episode coming up just for you guys, so don't feel like you're being left out. I just had to talk to the ladies for a moment today. Ladies, we don't get extra points for running ourselves into the ground. We end up losing time, health, peace, Our mental suffers, our spirit suffers. And baby, we need all of that to keep going throughout the day. Now, hear me when I say rest is not a luxury, it's your right. And here's your reminder: we can pause, we can say no, we can take a nap in the middle of the day without feeling guilty about it. Yes, I mean going in the bedroom, locking that door, and telling your kids or whomever, do not disturb me for about 30 to 45 minutes. I need to digress. We can cry without apologizing. We can log off. We can shut down and we can just be still. Trust me, the world will not fall apart if we rest, but we might if we don't. Now, the affirmation I chose for today, it is personal for me because I've learned to start listening to my body. When I'm tired, I stop. If I don't feel like it, I say, no, not today. I don't want to. And that affirmation is, I honor my body's signals. I release the pressure to keep pushing and give myself full permission to pause and heal. Whew. I have to say that again. I honor my body's signals. I release the pressure to keep pushing and give myself full permission to pause and heal. Now, our journal prompt. And I'm not sure how many of you actually journal. I do at times because it's a release. Sometimes you don't want to vent to everybody. You just want to put it out there and let it be. So our journal prompt for this episode is, what signs has your body been giving you that you've ignored or pushed past? What does true rest look like for you in this season? I would love to see your comments in our comment section. You can also DM me your answers. You can find me on Instagram at Jay's Creative Corner and comment under the post for today. Or just simply keep it to yourself and reflect back on it if need be. But I thank you for being here with me today. And trust me, we're all still figuring this out together. And I truly hope that this episode gave you the nudge to slow down with intention. You deserve to be well, not just busy. And here's a thought to leave you with. What's one simple way you can pause and recharge today? Now, until next time, I'll meet you right back here on the corner. And as always, stay grounded, stay creative, and keep flowing.